Hey everyone, it's Zoe here with your latest update from Hey Monika, the platform that gives you everything that you didn't learn in your exams with realistic client practice for bookkeepers and accountants without ever touching any real accounts. So there's been loads going on behind the scenes and we haven't always been great at keeping you up to date. So hopefully this is the start of a series where we do. And you'll be familiar already with scenario mode if you've been using Hey Monika in the past. So I want to tell you about something that's developed there, but let me just remind you about scenario mode. So you're presented with a fake client who introduces themselves and tells you about their business, what they do, how they operate, and what they need from you as their bookkeeper. Now, once the scenario begins, you start working through real bookkeeping tasks. So it might be that you're preparing their monthly accounts, reviewing their bank statement, or clarifying some unusual transactions. You get access to some files, you have a conversation with your client directly inside the platform, and you can also get support from Monika, your AI mentor, as you're working through the scenario. So this is about interacting with the client, requesting paperwork, asking follow-up questions, and then completing the actual bookkeeping in the way that you would be in real life. And when you get to the end, then you produce the output that you would be producing in real practice. This is a great way to build up your confidence with, the kind of curveballs you get when you're experiencing what it's like to actually work with a client, because it is definitely not the same as when you're reading about it in a textbook. But we have just released something very exciting, challenge mode. We've been building this because what we've learned from scenario mode is that you need us to break down for you the core bookkeeping tasks that you're expected to perform in practice. And you might need to start, rather than by jumping straight in with a client, you might need to build those skills up one at a time. So in challenge mode, we take you through key categories like bank reconciliations, accounts payable, VAT, PAYE, accruals, corporation tax, director's loan account. We work on the essential tasks that you need to be getting right, and we break these into bite-sized chunks so you can practice them safely, again using realistic client data, but with focused exercises just based on how do I do this in a beginner scenario? How do I do this when it's more advanced? What does it look like then? And what's the actual working paper that I'm expected to produce at the end? We guide you through like what best practice looks like, and then we take you on a journey so you build that up step by step. Now, if you've been using scenario mode already in Hey Monika, the only dashboard we have right now, you'll have started to see these challenges actually popping up on your screen. But what we're building right now and what we're just about to release is a new user interface. So you can see your scenario mode with your fake clients separately from challenge mode. And this is going to be great because you'll be able to filter by specific activities you want to do, and you'll be able to track your progress and really build your confidence as you're working through those scenarios step by step. Next update, I'm really thrilled to share with you that Hey Monika has been shortlisted for 3 Luca Awards at the Institute of Certified Bookkeepers annual ceremony, which is on Monday. We're finalists for AI Innovation in Bookkeeping, also for Bookkeepers' Friendliest Software of the Year and Emerging App of the Year. So we're very excited. We want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's been on this journey with us and has helped us to make the shortlist in these categories. It's a really incredible achievement. We've got some tough competition, but we're so proud to be on the shortlist and to celebrate with you at the Luca Awards. And finally, I want to share a quick CPD update. Of course, any bookkeeping activities that you're doing already count as unverified CPD because you're working on extending your knowledge and your skills. But we're working very closely with our CPD accrediting body so that in the future we will be able to issue CPD certificates for the work that you're completing in Hey Monika. We really want this to be the step between the textbook and the things you learn in your exams and the application to real life. We tried to get you there with scenarios. We're now plugging this gap with challenge mode. And what we're trying to do behind the scenes is tie those challenges to the actual exam syllabuses that you're working through when you're training to be a bookkeeper or accountant here. So there's lots happening behind the scenes. The team have had their heads down. There has been a WhatsApp chat like crazy going on for weeks, but I'm excited to be able to tell you a little bit more about the new interface we're building, the Luca nominations that are in, and the CPD accreditation that's on its way. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love for you to experience Hey Monika if you haven't tried it already.